today we're going to be talking about something that we haven't chatted about as much in these sessions, which is becoming multi-sensory. Letting go of the reality that we are built of 5 senses, that what we see, hear, smell, taste, and feel is the only thing that is real, and embracing that there is an energy current, there are waves, a connective netting, if you will, running through the environments that we're in constantly, and that the emotions we emanate, they actually put out that fishing line and reel in the exact match for what that momentum was. So let me know where you're coming from. If you have a second, this is your first time being with us today. This is the first time that I pulled back on the social media front. We were so busy for spring that this is gonna be a super yummy, intimate chat today, which is great because I can just probably get connected and acquainted more so with your guys' energy. We were having a special guest join us. He became ill. He is an energy guru. I've been with him for 8 years. He's gonna join us for the next one. So look forward to the summer session. Last year, if you joined us for spring, I brought my own personal energy block clearer in. I'm going to bring her on for the summer as well. So summer is going to be all about routines, so you can look forward to all of that. I'm excited. Did all this morning, and so let's dive into it. The truth is, my ups and downs might look different to what they used to be. Bigger issues, but more subtly complex. And I say subtly because it's tricky to get to know what is blocking your visions from taking place once you've practiced the art of manifestation a lot, because it comes in subtle cues. That's why we're going to be talking a lot about multi-sensory today, because there are things that you know you're blocked around, right? You eliminate them, you gain power, you grow in that area of your life, you're feeling great. But guess what? We are humans, and our mechanics and machinery in the physical are built to survive. So when you connect to that non-physical, it allows you to calm down, to thrive, and to emit an energy frequency that is aligned with your soul's purpose versus your mechanics, which because of our ancestral history, that's just built for you to survive. And doing that, your nervous system gets out of whack. You start, I call it rabbit in a cage energy. That girl is scared. She's in a cage. She's trapped. She doesn't know where to go. She's not aligned with the clarity needed in the next steps to take in her process and how to feel and how to decision make. So there's been a lot of that for me this month. I always share something that I'm going through right now, which is a lot of opportunity coming inbound. And I've done so much work over the years that I know it's not the world blocking me. It's not the opportunities that aren't coming blocking me. It's not other people blocking me. It's just me blocking me, which is wild. It's a big responsibility when you come to terms with like, oh, you're a creator, so you're possibly blocking the things that you declare you want. And so I was like, wow, I'm blocking myself. Maybe it just shows a lack of commitment that I'm not pulling the trigger on all these opportunities in front of me quickly. But what was shown to me through meditation, through taking some time to become energy rich this last couple weeks, is maybe I'm just making the fact that I haven't taken the opportunities yet mean that I have a block in my commitment areas. But it could mean that I need to grow more to become the person to capitalize on those opportunities. If you sent me out to battle right now, maybe there's still some things I need to know, still some things I need to clear from my space to be a match to win with those opportunities. The universe will put something in front of you, but if you are connected as a multi-sensory human being to your gut and intuition, that's gonna support you. It's gonna want you to come out guns a-blazing. And I'm like, maybe the pause isn't a lack in commitment. It's maybe just a lack in divine, or a gap in divine timing for me to grow a little bit more into the person who's gonna send those emails and have those pitches ready and capitalize on those opportunities. So what today is, it's a chance to reflect on your state of being and cultivate a personal frequency that's aligned with your true desires. Your true desires are probably not a match for scared rabbit in a cage, which in today's world happens when we have our technology. It's a reactive, energetic space that we're in a lot instead of a proactive creation from nothing. we wake up in a reactive to-do list made from all the things coming in. So today is your chance to dissipate that and create with authority and a sense of agency over your life what your frequency can be. So it's a moment for you to check in with manifestation mechanics and to kick the habits of victimhood. That is today. We are victors, we are not victims. I'm very much a match for that space today. I am holding a space for you because I've kicked its ass in the last month. I've kicked its ass for years, but this last month it's been like, so I got you, booze. Let's do it. This session is going to allow the prioritization of your energy to become a part of your routine. We're not always like, oh, where is my energy state today? Or I'm gonna go do this big thing. Where's my energy? Is it a good coffee maker to brew that cup of coffee that's gonna taste so good? Or have I not cleaned it? Has it been sitting there for months? Is it an old pod? No one's changed the espresso on it, but I think somehow this cup's gonna taste good. You know what I mean? So this is also something you should do for yourself on the rig. Creating a lifestyle to attract opportunities and circumstances aligned with a life that you love. It is also the spring season. I love spring. It's my favorite one. It's a time that the natural world reinvigorates itself after the cold winter months. During spring, the dormant begins to grow again. And today we're going to set intentions for the way that you grow, the direction in those paths. What do you want to grow in? Do you want to grow in an area that's focused on being at a lack, being in scarcity? Hell no, we don't. We want to grow in that abundant space that is a match for who your soul truly is. You would not be here otherwise. So this is what spring looks like in the natural world. And I love bunnies. I love all things cute. Oh, my kitty's down here. I'm going to show them to you at the end of this. So this is a little bit of what spring looks like in the natural world. That shit is joyful. It is colorful. It is reinvigorated. The branches, the things that were once dead, are populated with beautiful, energy-rich life. These things are alive. They're not dead and stale and non-moving. They are high vibrational. There is a frequency going through these things fast because when you're energy-rich, your frequency vibrates very quickly. It's movable, it's mobile, it's in the attraction space. If something is stale, your energy poor, you've gone down the rungs in that spectrum, you have a very slow moving vibration, right? You can feel it when it's in your body. That ain't spring. We're not here to discuss that. This is what spring might look like for some of us. Spring for the girlies. Okay, I don't know who else is white lotusing, maybe. Getting those fragrances in the air, those packing lists together, some making beds, changing linens, spring clean. I'm romanticizing this version of spring, okay? This looks straight up out of a novel, but whatever that spring looks like for you. I think it's important to romanticize little things every day because who else is going to do it? We're watching perfectly curated feeds. You can curate your life with the sense of main character energy to pull in your main character plotline, boo, okay? Pull it in. So, information versus transformation. We always want to talk about this. To be a participant of your life on the court, not just a spectator judging the hell out of the world, but on the court, risking failure, risking that vulnerable, intimate space of yourself. Instead of just hearing information and being like, oh, that sounded good, transformation requires you to say, this is for me. I found myself here on a Saturday. I found myself here in alignment with a frequency and energy conducive to this information. So I'm going to internalize it in my body, in my essence, in my energy body, so that it can transform, not just inform. So that is the space that we're coming from today. So, multi-sensory. We're gonna get a little feel for this. If you've been to these before, we haven't touched so much on that essence of another force at work. That is what law of attraction is, okay? So, 5 senses. We all know the 5 senses. I won't repeat them, but it's things that everyone in the world can pretty much agree on. Becoming multi-sensory is where you get the people that are like, is law of attraction a thing? I can be negative all I want. That doesn't cause anything. Is energy real? Is intuition real? Can I actually feel things when I walk into rooms? That is the doubt cast in an arena that is magical. And if you're multisensory, you can start interacting with the world and experiencing coincidences more frequently. So this is a book called The Seat of the Soul by Zeri Zakuf. Love him. And just one of the lines that I liked reading this week in New York was, from the multisensory point of view, insights, intuitions, little hunches, and inspirations are messages from the soul. And it goes on, or from advanced intelligences that assist the soul on its evolutionary journey. The multisensory personality, therefore, honors intuition in a way that the five sensory does not. So the five sensory will say, I'm hungry, I need to eat. I have a to-do list, I need to do. The multisensory will honor your instincts, honor your intuition. Even if it doesn't make sense in the moment, you know that there is a nudge within you to take this path, maybe not this path. You don't feel enriched right now, you feel drained. I need to leave the situation. This human being I keep interacting with leaves me feeling away. That is all multisensory. Whether you have known it or not, you've interacted with your multisensory space. You wouldn't be here if not. You just wouldn't be an energetic match for this session if you weren't already connected to it. So once upon a time, scientists were like, do things exist smaller than what we can see? Hell no, of course not. Where are they? Then someone invented the microscope, and we discovered that things do indeed exist. So, okay, now we can see them, they're tiny. Are there particles that are actually unidentifiable to a microscope? Hell no, we'd be able to see them through the technology we invented right now because we are the smartest human beings and the most advanced right now. But historically, we've been disproving that forever. Right now, we actually don't have all the information because something's going to be invented to allow us to see on an even deeper level a space we didn't think was possible. So after the microscope, they invented the mechanism to see atoms. And now we all know that an atom exists. That has been discovered. We are vibrating right now at a pace, at a frequency, quick or slow. And we're a match for the same things. We're like little magnets, sticky. So we're gonna start today with clearing any victim energy. And I know we're a bit free from that because I wouldn't have attracted you into this space if you weren't. A lot of healers cultivate their space by saying, I am an energetic match only for those not addicted to victimhood, not addicted to the reasons that they're stopped and can't do things. We've all met those people. That is what will keep you from your highest growth. It's yourself. It is so intimidating, but in a beautiful way. We can call on multisensory forces, our gut, our instincts, our higher self, and our intuition and say, show me where I'm still in victimhood. Show me where I'm still blocked. We are ready to see this. And that's what we're going to do today. Because if you have a vision, but you're blocked, what's going to allow those blockages to disintegrate, to be released from your physical vibration and body is you knowing about them. So today we're tackling that access to knowing what your blocks are in the first place. And you've got to communicate to the universe that you want to be shown that. And that's not for the weak. That is for the strong AF. And that's for the people who are gonna squeeze the juice out of the lemon of life. So manifestation includes mastering the art of allowing versus forcing. Forced action. This cell phone is coming from my left hand to my right hand, right? That was in time. You saw it took about 1 second or 2 seconds. And that was forced from this hand to this hand. It's in the 3D. When you're working with the multisensory, when you're talking about manifestation, that's out of space and time. Meaning if you have the thought, there is a vibrational frequency in the quantum that allows your body to calibrate to the frequency of the woman and person having that thought, not now, immediately. So if you're thinking about your dream future, your paychecks, your bae, your children thriving, your dream career, whatever that is for you, in the quantum, using your multisensory, your physiology immediately believes it is in that space. Not over time, not within 2 seconds, immediately. And that's the game of manifesting. And that's why prioritizing your energetic state is so important, because if you're feeling happy because your kitty is coming up to you and purring, and you'd also feel happy in your dream career, that is that same energetic momentum, that currency through the day that's a match for the career as well. I hope that you're with me. This is so cool. Okay, so efforting without alignment is counterintuitive to attracting your goals. If you're just exerting effort, force, but you're not aligned first, it's actually counterintuitive to putting out that correct fishing line. You're gonna draw things in that aren't as vibrationally rich as you could be a match for. So doing hard things is necessary, taking action, but aligned action is the key to attracting. So letting go is a practice way of being. Trusting that your energy is attracting is a space to come from that we're working on today. Usually people trust the email they can read. People trust the receipt that they have for what they bought. Manifestation is about trusting that the intention that you've set out into the world, the vision you've set forth, is on its way when you calibrate yourself to be a match for already having it. So I have Elsa here because you don't have to allow alone. You don't have to let go and trust alone. You can open up and request assistance from the universe to begin to reveal to you anything blocking you from that trust, anything blocking you from that allowing. So, so exciting. Time to release inner victim programming. So as we move forward right now, we're going to tune in. In a minute, I'm actually gonna have you physically close your eyes in a minute, not yet. And this is because setting an intention to be shown where you can grow is paramount to your growth. People are like, I'm doing all the routines, which we talk about in the summer. Summer is manifestation practices. But if you've made your vision board, if you've already know what you want, you're already in that. So an intention to the universe to be shown where your areas are to grow in is one of the most daunting, skipped over blockages that you can create. So today we're just going to disintegrate and release that to make sure you're a match to tap into that multi-sensory energy that shows you. When you say yes, the universe will say yes. And sometimes what you're shown you don't want to see. Sometimes you say, oh, I'm so blocked, I want this. But your energy is like, no, I want to stay safe. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get rejected. If you don't know what that is for you, it's time to request that the universe show it to you. And it will come in so many forms, way, shapes. You will be watching something. The minute you feel a deep resonating with a character in a film, with a line from a song, with someone maybe giving you really direct feedback, maybe you noticing something about your habits, that is the universe communicating to you, hey, we just highlighted this line. We highlighted it because you're harboring this. So maybe like staying safe, not being rejected, feeling safe is actually your addiction right now and is not allowing these miracles to drop into your space. So today we're asking those to be shown to you. Feel free to share any thoughts. I always love them. Any experiences that you feel need to be shared in the space, to be claimed. You don't have to as well, but it's something that I always love to do after I meditate, which I did this morning, this exact thing. So that's why I feel completely aligned. I always do everything that we're doing here first so that I can be in complete integrity as I am with you. Amazing. So did everyone get a little razor time in? Shave some of that layers, shave some of that victimhood narrative. Did you feel some of that gunk being released? We're storing it from so long ago. Our adorable little bodies don't know sometimes that we're even harboring habits that hold us back. I love that. Yes, letting go of external things that are blocking my abundance. Exactly. I have gotten there. It is really scary to know that you have that kind of power, that you're the only one blocking you. But I now know that as fact in my life. nothing outside of myself is actually blocking me. And I can tell you, it's such an amazing space to be in. It's a bit overwhelming sometimes to have the opportunities rush in and know that if they're not aligned, there's something in your energy to release or to transform. There's some work to be done, personal growth, affirmation, state of energy for you to work on, because it's a lot of responsibility. So this is the perfect segue on being bright and shiny. A vibration of light takes more discipline and commitment than being in a dark one. But the payoff is a full life experience, which is what I want for every soul on this earth. Some will go to the grave with that greatness, with parts of it. We are all great and beautiful in this lifetime, but there's this distinct soul calling that some are meant to interact with. And I know that some is you, because you would not be on this specific call in this vibration if not. But it requires bravery, vulnerability, practice, and responsibility. So share something, anything vulnerable that you think you might need to work on in the chat. Thank you for sharing that. I'm gonna share that for me, it is that habit that I have of being dissatisfied. I love now when I'm in areas that I've manifested in, like career, for example, I know that I should not be saying anything negative about what's going on in that career space. But I'll get home and be like, oh my gosh, isn't it clear that these candles are full of battery acid? Why would the people who came to clean put them back with all of my china? Something along those lines. This dissatisfaction, right? Oh darn it, I wanted this coffee, but it's not open on Tuesdays. I knew that would happen to me. I am illuminating with a little flashlight this complaint addiction, this victimization that I still continue to perpetuate in these little instances, the laundry, tiny things. And the way that the universe is showing that to me is crazy. It's by way of my hubby, who has very little to say pretty often, but he's starting to say oh, maybe it's just not open on Tuesdays. And something resonates with me that is did you really need to expend your verbal energetics on complaining that the coffee place you wanted to go to isn't open on Tuesdays? Of course that would happen. Or could you have actually just dismissed it? But it also goes back to our DNA. We are human, and ancestrally, specifically women, we wanted to connect and vent and get the tea, and that's okay to do sometimes. And you can also be responsible for the energy that you're putting out into the world. So tiny things over time build momentum. So I don't want to attract in that things aren't open and little things in my life break when I'm not there to supervise. I don't want to perpetuate that energy. So I am actively dismantling that. But it takes a vulnerability to get in touch with what's blocking you, and a bravery to take responsibility. Because people would be like, oh my God, I said I hate my life once. And I'm like, but if you say it once a week, what is the universe literally registering? I have a cousin who says, oh my gosh, I don't even want to repeat it. I want to kill myself. I can't even repeat that. Because I had to say, yo, I love you. Never affirm that. Never affirm that. Unless you are totally done living life, even the things that you want to. The tiny energetics in our verbal communication every day are attracting what we are giving out. Do you know what I mean? So, okay. So moving on. So 4 keys to the manifestation cycle. If you've been here, you've done these, you know them by heart already. You have to be inspired when you're creating the thing you want. That is what allows you to connect in spirit with that thing. You have to feel emotion when you are practicing that gratitude, those affirmations, that visualization, because when you feel emotion, that is what puts the frequency into motion, and that is when you gain momentum into pulling in the thing you want. Embodiment in your body and being. You have to feel this vibration and frequency of having the thing you want physically. Or, like I always say, no. I'm sure if you can see me right now, no. You know that I'm communicating yes. So I am not embodying that yes. that no. If I was, I would say no. But what you're believing is that physiology, because that is where I'm vibrating. Gratitude is the claiming, that is the faith by which results happen. Today we're talking about embodiment for spring in your body and being. Sometimes you can store blockages in your physical and energetic body. And what we just did was we made a request to the universe to have us stop playing small. I don't want to go up to bat for my limitations anymore. What I can't see, allow me to see. This also includes release and healing. So once you see them, are you sharing with someone? Is it verbal therapy? Is it energetic? Maybe it's Reiki. Is it working through with personal growth books? Whatever that looks like for you. A lot of our blocks to what we want are stored in our bodies. That is where we're storing them, because this is what we live in on the planet. And we want to create things where, in this reality, on this planet, tangible things. So if we're using our multi-senses to create them, we also have to account for the body we're in, storing some of those blockages to release, so that you're more of the energetic flow and less of that stagnant, blocked energy. Hope that makes sense. So how your being plays into your personal frequency and how it attracts what is vibrating at that same frequency. So we've all heard of reverse engineering our results, feeling the way you'd feel with all of the results that you'd like to experience in your life now. You feel it first. 5 sensory, you feel it after you get the thing. Multi-sensory, magic, badassery, you feel that way and it literally attracts the thing more quickly. So what you're asserting to be true in your vision may not be vibrating in your energy, which is what you just discovered with me saying, what did I say? No. And obviously I'm vibrating at a yes. So where are you going to focus? Where are you going to focus when you're feeling out of alignment? Are you going to focus on your vision, the tasks, your to-dos, or your energy? Manifestation is a game of focusing on your energy first, okay? I am the capital of this. Man, I fall into this all the time. I am anxious. I want to do more, because when you're anxious, you have this flippant energy going everywhere, and I'm like, if I just do more today, I'm gonna feel better and I'm gonna get rid of the anxiety. And in reality, that's like, oh my God, I have a bruise. Why? Oh my gosh, it's just not going away. Every day, guys, I'm poking it, I'm prodding it, and for some reason, it's just expanding. What would you tell me? Leave the bruise alone, girl. Go do something else. Allow it to heal, then come back to assess the situation. That is the same with prioritizing your energy. I am gonna go prioritize my energy and then return to the thing that I felt overwhelmed by. Manifestation is a game of focusing on your energy first. So embodiment, we talked about it. It's the lived experience that you're engaging with in your physical body. And in this case, with what you desire. So if you're engaging in your body, feeling the certain ways that are everything conducive to not having the results you want in your life, perfect. That is what you set your dial to. That is all that you are a match for. So this cycle includes healing modalities. Today we're focusing on energetic vibration that you're emitting. So we talked about poking the bruise. Somatic truth is the one that's synonymous with your personal truth. If you have ever done somatic therapy, it works with energy that's maybe gotten stuck in the body. Maybe you got shocked in your life. Maybe, anything. Maybe it's your peers, elementary school, your parents went through a divorce, you got into a car accident, you were ostracized in high school, whatever that was for you. Those moments in your life can get frozen and stuck in your body somatically and maybe not allow you to be that confident, fearless woman that is a direct match for what you want to see in your life. So, the emotions you embody attract, right? So, you smell what I'm stepping in? No pun intended. So, checking in with this a lot. We were gonna have a guest speaker, he got sick, I mentioned, He tells me this all the time for 8 years, and I go see him once to twice a week. He is a network chiropractic therapist. Network spinal is amazing. It realigns your nervous system to the energy that is not scared rabbit in a cage. And he's like, well, is your energy vibrating at dog poop today? And I'm like, he always asks me this. So I put this in his honor. What are you attracting? Waste, other stinky things versus peace, harmony, love, and alignment. So shift your instincts. That's what I want you to get acquainted with this spring. If you change your first instinct when you're feeling drained, sad, anxious, and depressed to working on your energy instead of the things making you feel that way, you can reapproach them with a new perspective. And that's a new reality because you've become a new person. This is really hard for people to get. You can become a new person with one decision, with one choice. Have you ever done something that just makes you feel better? That woman is not the same person physiologically as she was before that energy shift. So this is not to be confused with not taking action. This is a matter of prioritization. So it's choice. So how do you get closer to the queen energy? That rose, I call her like, yes, queen. The one that's just whole in her state of being. You focus on shifting your energy state. Raising your vibration is a matter of energetic hygiene and should be prioritized. So some ways to do that. Here are some ways to prioritize that energy when it is feeling energy poor, right? It's like energy rich, energy great, energy good, energy neutral, energy not so great, energy bad, energy poor. And it's on this beautiful little spectrum. So when you feel your energy slipping, you can refocus. It's a game of refocusing your attention, creating gratitude lists, rereading your vision of who you are. I have one around here somewhere. What you're committed to, creating a to-be list instead of a to-do list, accessing a meditation. YouTube has tons of those. You've done that one today. So congratulations, done it. In the pocket. You've already recalibrated your energy to a space that wasn't there upon entering this call. Reading personal growth book, reviewing law of attraction content. You're doing this today. This is my favorite one. I like remembering how the universe works. For me, the way that I learn, the way that I recalibrate is by reminding myself of the law of attraction, of the laws of energetics. I just watched this video. I'm gonna send it to you in the thank you email after this. It was what your frequency is just another word for what you're frequently seeing. So what you're frequently seeing determines your frequency. And I loved that. Listening to high vibrational content, yoga practice, new playlist, exercise, whatever it is for you, instead of focusing on what's already energy poor and expanding it, try side noting to something that's energy rich. Don't be afraid to say no when your energy is out of alignment with the thing. That is that powerful, beautiful, non-victimhood space that we just requested to be in our field a little bit more often. So let's talk about neutral. This is a super important one. Energy neutral. The speaker today, he'll join us in the summer. This is one of my favorite topics is don't be afraid of energy neutral. I started my period last night. I am so sorry, TMI. 6 days ago, I was flying to New York on a plane, and to the date, I was feeling really low self-esteem. I was like, you're behind in everything, Erika. People are doing things better than you. You got 3 emails, you responded to none of them yesterday. And it was like a bashing of sense of self. It was so down in energy poor zone that I would not try to leap into energy rich ever, because what it really does is you're battling this uphill climb when you're so far down that negative spiral spectrum. Get to neutral. That's a good goal. Don't think about the law of attraction. Don't think about how all of this energy that I'm talking about actually works. Watch a show. Eat something that tastes good. Take a bath. Go to Disneyland. That's a good one. Go do anything that just gets you into a space of neutral. We also don't function at energy rich all the time. If you did, you'd be bouncing off the walls. Getting to that space is nice, but high energy neutral is such a beautiful space to be in all the time. When you are so far low down that totem pole, PMS, anybody? You could just focus on a blanket, cup of coffee, whatever that is for you. That is 100% a route to climb up that ladder. You do not need to go from rung 10 to rung number 1 again, just so that we are clear. This is like fully supported and beautiful. So there's a misconception that embodiment means, like I just said, embodying the best version of yourself 24/7. But it's a discovery, it's an adventure. And our personal traumas and our systems that block us, allowing your multi-senses to open up and reveal to you where that needs to be worked on is a journey for you. It's a relationship with yourself, opening up to intuition, to gut, to silence, to meditation more often, will allow those little peekaboos and answers of how you can more fully be aligned with what you desire in your life to come more often. So this is important. Release and healing are necessary to become the most high vibrating version of yourself. So don't shy away of areas that are painful. Explore them a little bit at a time. If it is hysterical, it is historical. So a good place to look for your blocks. Are you overreacting in situations? Are you getting super hysterical over things? Chances are it's historical and it might live in your body. So I hope that this is outlining some of the mechanics and habits and reaffirming to your subconscious the way that the universe works. So we're gonna journal a little bit, and I want you to take the vision that you set forth for this year, for your life, the goals. If you're focused on your energy, I want you to reevaluate some of the goals you have in your life right now and really hone in on which feel energy rich to you. Which are you so passionate about? Which light you up? Because I'm gonna give you a hint. Sometimes we think we should be doing something and the universe knows that you should be maybe entering this other arena. It's gonna make you feel even more energy rich. Release the attachment to how and focus on what you want to feel, what you want to hear. What are people telling you in this best version of your life? What are you seeing very often? Are you seeing your personal chef? Are you seeing your cuddly new puppy, your kids? What is this version of your life that feels really energy rich? I want you to start getting in touch with that, because sometimes sending 10 emails for the new book you want to write isn't energy rich. So how can you refocus on what you'd be hearing? Instead of I need to write a book, because that's how, you can focus in on I want to impact tons of people with a message or a story that I have to tell, which feels more vibrationally rich. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Oh, good. Lots of good points to be addressed. And the other thing is that I want you to start identifying a place, like I shared about mine, that is in your habitual energy routine. For me, it's dissatisfaction. It's a habit for me to go there. And I want you to release that and instead put in its place satisfaction. All right, so take a moment, button up those journals. Oh, I love this. Replacing historical patterns of mistrust for trust, baby. I love this. Replacing energy poor habitual patterns of self-doubt with an energy-rich state of abundance, gratitude, and growth. This is what I want you to carry through your day. And I promise I am doing it too. Today, we were out of cashew milk. And remember, the thing that I'm working on is the tiny complaints of dissatisfaction, because I'm vibrating at dissatisfaction. And I'm like, do I need to express that? Do I even need to care about that? Being satisfied, wow, I feel satisfied. I'm just gonna have a cup of tea today. And I know that being satisfied is actually the state of being to attract more things to satisfy me. So use this lens as you're going through your day. Use this lens as you're walking through today to replace that intention. This is your to-be list today. And it is not easy, but if you really take it seriously, you'll feel this is embodiment, right? You'll feel your energetic body shift. Satisfied, whoa, that feels way different than dissatisfied. Dissatisfied feels like I need something, I'm thirsty, I'm desperate, something needs to be fixed. Satisfied is pretty quiet. There's a wholeness and a peace where now I know is I'm attracted. Does that make sense? I am going to bring this to a close. This music is still going. Put on something that empowers you today. And as a reminder, sustain this momentum. Our summer manifestation check-in is June 21st at 10:30 a.m., just like this. That one is about specific practices, like the one that we just did to expand this energy. The registration link is just put in the chat. It is completely free, just like this one. I'll also be bringing in Jackie, my energy clearer, for a separate session connected to the summer one, just to heal energetic blocks. She is a match for people who are not addicted to staying small and who aren't addicted to their limitations. So she is such a good high frequency being to be around. I'm so happy, so glad. I love you guys so much. Yeah, good. If you loved the energy clearing last time, Ashley, that is what we did last year. Jackie will be with us this summer one. So we're gonna have tons of guest speakers. In fact, it's 2 sessions. I might make it a 3-day weekend. So we'll see. So the link is in the chat. Thank you so much. This was cozy and intimate. It's the first time I didn't mail this event out. I didn't put it on my socials. I'm like, this one is for the people who are coming. I'm gonna cozy up on that time of the month and just relax with my humans. So I love you so much. I'll see you soon. I hope that your energy body is in full acceptance and alignment with your highest good today, just showing and revealing to you all the blocks necessary to clear for your highest path of good. Love you guys.